So you've made a lot of decisions about your inventions, and now's the time to ask people for advice about those decisions you've made. When you are asking for advice from a group of people online, that is called crowdsourcing. And you're going to use a Google form in order to crowdsource feedback from different people. Your teacher is going to be giving you about 3 to 5 names of people in your class or in other classes that you will be sending a Google form to. Here's how you're going to start the process. You're going to start by creating a new Google form. So you're going to go to Forms, and it should be found up here in the waffle. It's called the waffle. All right, and if you don't see it immediately, then click on More, and you should see it then. You'll click on Forms, and you'll click on a blank form. And you'll use the name of your invention somewhere in your title. So for instance, the right pen, a survey, something like that. In the form description, you have to put the link to your problem statement, because one of the questions you're going to ask is, am I making a good enough argument that this problem is legit? Meaning, is this problem really, does it really warrant an invention? And the only way they're going to answer that question is if they read your problem statement. So you're going to go to your problem statement, and you're going to click on Share. And you're going to get the shareable link, which is right here. And you got to make sure it says anyone at San Gabriel Unified with the link can view. Does that make sense? Okay, you're going to say can view. And I can't click on it right now. Right now it's another student's work, so I'm just using it for an example. And you're going to copy the link, Control C. Go back to your form and Control V. And now you've got a link to the document that other people can link on to see so that they can read it. So let's make that first question all about the problem statement. Read the problem statement above. Do I make a good argument? I spell that right? I think so. Do I make a good enough argument that the problem really needs a solution? I bet there's a better way for you to word that, but for the purposes of this screencast, there you go. Now, I actually don't want this to be multiple choice. What I'd really like it to be is a rank order, a linear scale. So here I am, so I'm going to add that here. Please rate how legit the problem is from 1 to 5, 5 being really necessary. Excellent. So that means that my 1 means, what's the big deal? Like, why is this a big deal at all? And 5, really necessary. Awesome. Now I want to make another question. And this next question is going to deal with my cost. Would you pay $10.99? I don't know what your cost analysis said, but base it on the cost that you determined for your invention. Would you pay $10.99 for this item? Multiple choice. Yes? No. Whatever you want to say. And then you can actually do a follow-up. Why, if you said no, why not? See how many mistakes I make when I'm typing? I'm not good at typing. If you said no, why not? And maybe that's a real short answer thing that they might say. I'm going to give them the room for a paragraph, but maybe it's just a sentence that you're going to get from them. Okay, so you can kind of see a little of how to make this. Your goal is to create a number of questions, some short answer, a paragraph, some multiple choice or check boxes or drop down or linear scale. You got to make it kind of varied or people get bored of taking your survey. And the ones you want to ask about are the cost. You want to ask about the legitimacy of the problem, so you need that problem statement linked. You want to ask how they feel about your slogan, and you want to ask how they feel about your name. For that one, maybe you give them a few choices of names of the invention and see what your people think of the names that you've chosen. Anyway, from there, ladies and gentlemen, when you do complete this assignment, you're then going to send it to a number of people and you're going to email it to them, and that's how you're going to do it. Please remember to automatically collect the username from your peers or you won't know who took the survey. All right, and in fact you can always add a question that says, what's your full name? And if I were you, I would actually even drag this all the way up to the top. Okay, so you've got a couple of choices there. So you'll get some feedback, and in the next quest, you're going to look at all that feedback and decide what decisions are you going to make. Are you going to take their advice or not? It's all up to you. You're the inventor. See you soon.